All right, hello everybody. My name is Ashir, and today I want to cover how to search. Well, maybe not necessarily how to search, but more accurately, where to find the Erlking data vaults in your game. Yes, in your game, not just mine. So, what I have here is a brand new game, a budgeted start game, and you'll notice that it is not modified. And that's the first thing I want to point out is this is very much a budgeted start. And the reason it's a budgeted start, and the reason I can show, and the way I can show this off is we go into statistics. I am not even 20 seconds into the save. I have faction relations set fairly high for some of the more annoying factions to gain rep with. And I actually have even more faction reps up to 20, the Alliance of the Word, and the Yaki are 0, for instance. And I could explain that, but I'm not going to. If you're familiar with how budgeted start works, you know that that's very easy. Or even, well, custom starts is a little different, but it's a custom start. You can have more options. You're more free to do whatever you want. But it does, I believe, make a modified saved game and shows a modified tag. So anyway, that's how I can show that it is a budgeted start. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the sectors that I have unlocked intentionally. And you'll notice, or not unlocked, but have vision of, I should say. And you'll notice that I have the Tides of Avarice systems Windfall selected, or I did select those to have vision of them. And the reason I don't have any of the Avarice systems is because it wouldn't let me pick those, or else I'd have those too. And I'm not sure if that is intentional or not. I'd imagine it's intentional because there is actually there's a little bit of voice acting that happens before you get the real. It happens as you get the opportunity to go into the Avarice Gate, and then there's some more story bits that happen as soon as that goes in there. No spoilers, but you get a little bit of story, a little bit of background. So that's nice. So all of these systems are here just to show off the regular things that people will normally find very quickly in their save games. They'll make it around the ring that goes around through all of these system. Well, not all of these, but they go through these systems. You see you see most of the factions you'll be working with initially, and this is just to get an overview of the map. So there are no satellites deployed. I only have a Discoverer Vanguard. No fleets. No anything crazy. Didn't even start out with silly amounts of money. My logo's not even in the top left. Brand new save. So the first thing we're going to do when we want to hunt for these Erlking vaults, and as a side note, all the other data vaults as well, is we're going to go get a mod. Now then, I can already hear you typing in the chat, but this is supposed to be unmodified. Yes, you can do this the way I'm going to show you, and still have an unmodified save. And you could do this uh, as many times as you'd like during your save, and I'll go over that when we get there. So we're gonna go get a mod, and I already have the mod, and it's already in my mod folder. So we're gonna take a look at my extensions, and I'm looking for Data Vault Logbook, not Data Vault Explorer, Data Vault Logbook. And actually, this mod is out of date because the author has updated it since I last downloaded it. But it still works. So I still use the version I have just because it's convenient. So I'm going to turn this mod on. And you'll notice it says a restart is required for changes to take effect. So now this won't go away till you restart the game. What you don't want to do after you enable that mod is you do not want to save, because then this game save will be modified. And this is the save game I'm going to be using. So once you've turned the single mod that you want on, exit the game and restart it. And while we exited the game, let's go over the mod that I just mentioned and where to get it, or at least one of the places to get it. Oh, well, that's my voice meter. Let's see. Oh, if you could see my display, that would help. So let's do that. So I'm going to launch X4 right real quick. Whoops. So as that's launching, here is the mod in question, Data Vault Logbook Fixed. The fixed Data Vault logbook is the one I want to go after. And it notices that it does say fixed right there. And it says logbook right there. It's not Explorer. They're different mods. So you want to come here, make sure to read the mod description. It's always a good idea when you come to the Nexus to read the mod description, and then read also the file description and try to figure out which one you want. And in this instance, I want the all-in-one. Data Vault Logbook Fixed. Base game ones are named Data Vault. Tides of Avarice are named Data Vault Pirate. Click the manual download. And there you go. So now let's jump right back into game. Oops, turn off my display capture there. And notice that the tag at the top now says modified. Online save is not available because currently we're on the tail end of Ventures. If I look at my extensions, Data Vault Logbook is the one turned on, not the updated version that I have, just the one I had before they got updated to a newer version. And we're going to load the save. Erlking Data Vault Hunter, that's the one I just made. Yep. That'll take a little bit to load the game. I apologize for that, but I want to put it all in one video. I don't want to cut the video. No movie magic going on here. I'm not pulling the rug out from under you. Luckily, with only one mod turned on or available to me, the loading of the save game doesn't take too long. And it's actually been much improved. I think after the 6.0 version of the game came out, which is great. It used to take a bit longer to get into the game, but now it's done away with. Now we have faster loading, which is awesome. Gotta love that. Okay, so now let's pull up the screen here. Go into the statistics. It's now 2 seconds past when I had the game saved. I'm going to unpause the game and let the game run for a little while. And that should allow the script to run and get the deployables made. And there we go. All of a sudden, I have data vaults, and I have the data vaults all marked, and I even have the Avarice. That was a lucky spawn there because they could have all not spawned in the Avarice system, but one did. So even the Avarice one is marked with a nav beacon. and they're all labeled. Very good, very, very nice. And now I know exactly where each and every data vault is. I don't even have to go there physically to show you that, hey, there's a data vault here, because when the nav beacon is placed that close, the data vault becomes visible. So that's great. Exactly what you want to see. I'm actually going to go over there. Oop, I need to get a captain first. Well, that's fine. I guess I can... I thought I did have a crew on this ship. Hang on a second. There we go. So let's just specifically go for the closest one. You'll notice that that one is way down there. So if you're doing any of the regular exploring methods and you get an unlucky spawn like that, it is a pain to hunt down the Erlking data vaults. And I know what you're thinking, oh, but your game's modified. Yes, my game is modified right now. The way we'll go over how to not get the modified tag on your save game in just a moment once we get over there. Actually, you can go over it now. So the way to not have your game be tagged as modified is, like I said earlier in the video, do not save your game. Okay? So all you gotta do is not save your game, and your game won't be tagged as modified. And then you can keep playing an unmodified game. So how do you go about finding all the data vaults if you just turn the mod back off after not saving your game? Well, take a screenshot. You can literally pause the game at any time, like that. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of combat or not. Pause the game, go in here, and take a screenshot of each location of the data vault. Turn the camera around, and if you find one that's in a trickier location, like the one that's down below the plane, that usually everything spawns on, take another screenshot. Take a screenshot of their exact locations. And then, if you're still lost, move a ship over here. If you're still lost and you still can't find them that easily, move the ship over to, or no, don't even do that. Let's think how to do this. Turn the mod off first, restart your game. Move a ship out here to where you think the last known location of that data vault was, then save the game. That way you're still unmodified. Then re-enable the mod, restart the game. Look at where the data vaults are. Try to memorize that location or take another screenshot. You can, when you're doing these kind of things, like a couple of screenshots help, more than one. And then while your game is modified, do not save. Disable the mod, quit out of the game, and then start the game again to restart the game in a non-modified state. Load your game and go look for the vault. They shouldn't move. Once the data vaults have spawned in, they don't move. So once your game has spawned in the data vaults, they don't move. They're in a fixed location once they're spawned. Which is great. So even if you turn the mod off, the data vaults aren't going to move from where they were. They're not going to move from where you had them screenshotted when you load that save game back up. So you don't have to worry that, oh, they're just going to move. This is pointless. No, it's not. Those screenshots will help you immensely. All right, now hopefully this... Oh, there it is. Look, right there. I'm going to go fly over to it, open it up, and prove that it is one of the Erlking data vaults, and get the blueprint. I don't know which blueprint I'll get, but it doesn't matter. I have all 5 data vaults marked. And if I wanted to actually play the save, I would have taken screenshots. And I still can take screenshots. It's not like it's a one and done thing. I could do this over and over and over again as long as I don't save while I'm modified. I can keep enabling the mod and then turning the game off and on, or not turning the game off and on, quitting and restarting the game to make it unmodified again, reloading my save, inching my ship closer, saving the game while it's unmodified, and then re-enabling the mod, quitting out of the game to restart the game to get it into the modified state where the mod is working. Take a couple more screenshots, quit and restart the game, and then load up that save game and use the screenshots to help me keep finding these data vaults. You could do that process as many times as you want. And the reason I'm going through all this effort is I actually like to show the example of what I'm doing. And sometimes it's easier to show than it is to tell. Now then, I do have thruster Mark II thrusters. I did give that to myself in the budgeted start, and it didn't take too long. This took like 2 minutes to make this budgeted start. Really simple, like you could just do it on your own, and no extra steps needed. You can do this for any save game you have. You don't have to start a new game either. Or if you're already playing modified, it's still an excellent mod. All right, so there we are. We got 2 little reward boxes for doing the data vault with the Erlking, or with Tides of Avarice installed. And there is the Erlking extra large shield generator, proving that this is the Erlking data vault. And then there's just a little reward on top of that. Now that I've proven that this works, I just want to prove one more thing, that this save game won't be marked as modified because I'm not going to save the game with the mod installed. I can't say that enough. Don't save your game with the mod installed if you don't want the modified tag on your saved game. Now then, I'm going to save in a different slot, and I'm going to name this Erlking Data Vault Hunter Modded. And that's going to be in an empty save spot just to show you what that modified tag looks like. Actually, I think there's already there's already a modified save right there, which is, wait, that's the online save. Oh, the online save is telling me that if you try to load the online save with mods, you won't be able to. I don't think. It is possible, but the resulting session will be offline. So it will load an online save, but it will convert it or kick me out to offline only. Original online save will not be changed. Hey, maybe that's a way to continue progress on your online save. Wow, I really wish that was in a better spot, presented more clearly. That line there should be copied and pasted somewhere in the Ventures forums or anything. Just a little bit more clarity from Ecosoft would be great. But there is the modified tag for the save I just made. Here's the save that I would want to keep unmodified and continue playing. So why don't I just go ahead and restart the game anyway, just to show that that the save number 2 will not be modified. Oh, I forgot to disable the mod, but the point still stands. All right. So I'm gonna go in here first in case I forget again. Turn the mod off. A restart is required for changes to take effect. I'm going to look at the game I want to load, the number 2. This is still that 20 seconds into the save before I did anything with the mod. And it's still not modified. I'm going to quit the game once again just to restart it because it shouldn't take that long. My computer's probably throwing a fit because it's like, what are you doing? Why? I'm making a YouTube video, computer, calm down. It's okay. Okay, so now we're back in an unmodified state. And the Erlking Data Vault Hunter is unmodified. And then go ahead and load that up and show you that I am still 20 seconds into the save. All right, here we are. Not even 20 seconds, 30 seconds into the save. Let's go take a peek at the sectors. I'm even going to reassign that same pilot like I did before. Nothing has changed. And I'm going to tell the pilot to go look for the data vault over here. It was like somewhere over there. I should have followed my own advice and took a few screenshots. But I didn't do that because, well, I think I can find them without him. There was 3, I want to say, in this system alone. There's like one over here, one over here. I think one somewhere over there, and like one here, and then one over in Avarice somewhere. I should have given myself a seta, although that wouldn't have really. I could have piloted the ship myself, I guess. Uh, no, that wouldn't have worked either. I couldn't have turned seta on anyway. Oh well. It won't take that long to get out over there. This is also a great guide to show you how to add mods to a budgeted start. I guess this is like a little sneak peek, I guess. But like that video shouldn't be longer than a couple minutes. Whereas this one's it's gone on for a little longer than I'd like. And normally with videos like this, people would edit them down, but I just wanted to make a no edits to the video, like no cuts, no nothing to be like, haha, you're telling us one thing, but that's not actually the truth because you put a cut of something different in the video. Nope, no cuts here. There's a ship there called the Last Scrap. Ah, the sweet sound of silence. Well, almost silence. There's radio static. Oh, look, a data vault. Was that data vault where it was previously? I believe so. Just pop this data vault open real quick, show it's an Erlking data vault, and call this video done. If you liked the video, leave a like. If I got something wrong, want to add a comment, leave a comment. And it would really help me out. And I would very much appreciate it if you would subscribe as well for more content. And again, the reason why I'm zooming around so fast, and if you just started a new game and didn't give yourself Mark II thrusters, that's why I gave myself Mark II thrusters in the budgeted start. That's why I'm zooming around so fast in my spacesuit. That and I've opened every data vault in the game, so I have just a little bit of practice of opening some data vaults. Well, there it is, Erlking medium turret. So that is a Erlking data vault. I had a nice little I had a mod enabled at one point just to show me where they were to get an idea, and then reloaded the game without mods and came out and found another one. So yeah. Anyway, that'll be all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.